I have a rather interesting report for you today that Destiny 2 will not be releasing in late 2016. Now, sources apparently familiar with the matter spoke to Kotaku and basically said that the sequel to Destiny will not be releasing in September of this year as was originally planned. Instead, the live team has been tasked with coming up with new DLC packs that will be released throughout the year. Now, obviously, there have been various comments and leaks and so on regarding the plans for Destiny and its, shall we say, successors. Of course, we had a comment from Derek Carroll, who is the senior designer, late last year, who said, quote, "The live team is charged with maintaining the game and keeping players unhappy, feeding them new content and surprising them with things they didn't expect." Now, obviously, we had a leak of a contract which was basically a roadmap for future content releases for the Destiny franchise over 10 years, and while that contract was signed back in 2010, it's still interesting nonetheless. And of course, there was another roadmap leak which said that Bungie was expected to release the sequel to Destiny in late 2016 or early to mid 2017. So basically, a push into 2017 was always kind of part of the equation if this information is accurate, and naturally, even if it wasn't, development schedules change all the time. But the development of Destiny has always been a bit murky. Bungie has not really been overly transparent with players regarding development plans, and naturally that's a bit irksome to many. There are plenty of things confirmed, lots of things in rumours, and just a lot of murkiness going on. Of course, we've had confirmation that they're going to be going to smaller event-focused content rather than giant monolithic DLC packs. I spoke on this myself. And of course, they've also promised before the end of spring 2016 it'll be releasing experience that will be far larger than anything since the release of The Taken King. So it's all just a bit of a mess, really, and the previously leaked contract that I mentioned did say that the series would have biannual game releases with Taken King style expansions in the off years, but that has probably changed given the comments that happened last December about the more event-focused content rather than big DLC packs. So perhaps they're more focusing on expanding the lifespan of Destiny before they actually release Destiny 2. You could argue that with the release of The Taken King, that was really when the game came into its own. I've heard a lot of comments from various people that said that, Destiny was cool when it first came out, but The Taken King just took it up to a whole nother level. It perhaps made it more appealing to those who weren't keen, and just made it even better for those who already were enjoying the game. So would they really want to already release another one, given that you could easily argue the game only really properly began with The Taken King? Possibly not. It could be that they've listened to fans and realised, hey, it's a bit soon. Or maybe this game just needs more time, or maybe they're just not going to do sequels. They might just keep on expanding the game for a while and do a sequel further down the line. We just don't know, but according to this report, it won't be happening this year. Now, obviously, all of this report could be wrong. As I said, it was from Kotaku, and we could be seeing Destiny 2 revealed at E3. It's all entirely possible, but I'd love to hear some thoughts from veteran Destiny players as to what you think. Would you prefer them to continue supporting the Destiny that you already have in your hands on your PS4 or whatever? Or would you prefer for them to start afresh with a sequel that perhaps will shed some of the murkiness that currently surrounds the original game? Do let me know your thoughts. I'll see you next time.